So what is the Bajaj CT125X like to ride? Well, this is a motorcycle that is already on sale since the last 2 years in markets like Philippines and Africa and other countries where it's exported to. Just like any other Bajaj bike, it's exported quite a bit. What Bajaj has done 2 years ago or 3 years ago or even more, because this rectangular box chassis frame has been there in the Bajaj Bajaj portfolio since almost a decade now, but this is the absolute revised version of that. The chassis has been stiffened up, the forks are also much better, the rear spring and spring suspension is also better. This motorcycle feels very solid, very rugged. Bajaj is emphasizing on that, and we can completely agree to that aspect, that we've jumped it over speed breakers, we've gone down a lot of things, and jumped the motorcycle from very large from road to a slightly lower down the road, pushing it basically from one divider to the other, if I were to speak in road conditions, in true road conditions. So it can do a lot, and it feels very raw, very solid, very rugged while doing so. And that feel you don't get in the motorcycles very easily, and that is due to the chassis being stiffened up. The spring and spring suspension has already been there at Bajaj for almost 7-8 years now, and Bajaj has revised that as well to make it look make it perform really well. What Bajaj has also done is given it alloy wheels with tubeless tires, so that makes life very, very easy. And what it also does is that it can do a lot of off-road. When they say solid and rugged, it means the fact that it can do actually, it can take a lot of beating off-road, it can take beating off the road, and in really, really broken roads. I went through a construction site where the roads were really poor, and then it just went over it so amazingly with so high level of confidence that I was seriously amazed at how such a small bike can actually accomplish all of that, feel very confident, inspiring, solid and rugged at the same time. The suspension setup is of course on the stiffer side, but it has enough compliance, more than enough compliance at the same time for a very good ride quality. Really impressed with what the CT125 has to offer in terms of handling. The wheelbase is short, it's under 1300 mm, so riding it in the city, agility and nimbleness is always going to be there. Cutting through traffic is going to be easy. Tipping into corners also was not an issue. Of course, it's not got a very sharp rake or anything like that. It's not meant to be sporty, so it is not that. In the corners, of course, it's not very sporty, but it's very stable. So if that's what you need in a commuter bike, and you're still getting it, so top marks to Bajaj for getting the stability, the ruggedness, the solidness, and a bit of agility and nimbleness that you would require riding in the city is also there. Of course, it doesn't feel sporty, it does not feel the need to feel sporty in the city, and I think that's the only thing I have, because of course we do test ride motorcycles from Bajaj CT125X to the Bajaj Pulsar 250. So a bit of context on the sporty part, despite the fact that the context is about solid, rugged motorcycles. And this, it delivers that really well. It's got a 125cc engine making 11 PS of power and 11 Newton meters of torque. So that is on par with the Honda CB Shine. Pickup is really good. It reaches 40-50 in no time. The gear shift, of course, pattern on our test bike and is going to be on all bikes is the all down pattern. It takes a minute or two to getting used to, but once you do, the gearbox is smooth, the clutch is light, and the engine also feels very refined, very smooth, very linear. The silent chain is on offer. It hardly makes any noise. It makes definitely way lesser noise than its rivals for sure, and that's where the quality also steps in, where Bajaj has made sure that every aspect of the bike feels smooth, linear, easy to use, at the same time solid, rugged. It can take a lot of beating, it can go through really bad roads, and deliver on all aspects except for being sporty. Again, very impressed with the chassis and suspension, very good engine and gearbox. The pricing also is right around 71,000 rupees. You've got a USB port, you've got an LED DRL. So I think a sensible person also can consider this motorcycle in the 125cc space. If you are not looking for something which is feature loaded, has LED lights and all the features, or digital meter, if you don't need all of that, this is one of the best options for you right now. Of course, there is other motorcycles in this category, but the CT aces that one aspect of being very solid and very all-rounder in the way it does stuff, and that is why we are recommending the CT125X. We've ridden the Glamour 125, the video is live. We've ridden the TVS Raider, the video is live, but you won't find us seeing that feels solid, rugged and simple. Those bikes are completely different. This bike is different. The pricing is also very different. So thumbs up to Bajaj for getting something really good in the 125cc space, which feels simple. The pricing is also low. Almost every motorcycle that we ride nowadays is expensive, has features. It's very nice to see that the bike is simple, well priced, does it all, is very solid, rugged, and is capable of a lot of things that you could ever ask for in its lifetime of being with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on our website and social media for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.